Okay, I think we've got it. Hi, everybody, and welcome to Sassy and Classy, Season 2, Episode 1, The Dent Museum and Cabaret of Oddities. So, last time on Sassy and Classy, they joined forces with Task Force Unlikely to... Hold on. Dropped some frames. Let me see. Let me. Oh shit! You guys aren't unmuted. There we go. Okay. Okay. I'm doing great today.
Breathe. It's okay.
New year, new you.
I'm trying. Okay. Last time. On straight. What show is this?
It's almost D&D.
Almost
With
D&D.
Sassy and Classy.
With Sassy and Classy. Okay. Last time, they teamed up with Task Force Unlikely to go to a big fancy party. Mm-hmm. At said fancy party, they defeated a lich named Valindra Shadowmantle, who is an elven red wizard of Thay.
Defeated.
Well, I mean, she's a lich, so she just goes back to Thay. And she rolled terribly on her roll, as she always does whenever she is defeated by adventurers, because that's happened twice now.
Yes.
Okay. And previous to that, we had a big old shopping episode, and originally this episode was going to be about the dryad that was clearly murdered to make Dancelap's mask. I didn't really have an episode other than that joke. So,
okay.
So instead, it's this one. Anyway, I abandoned that idea once I realized I had nothing else.
I don't like
that one for later.
Gildemore, the day manager, right now.
Well, you would have been put on trial for their murder. Oh my God, she's wearing her as a mask. That's terrible to throw up.
That's a shame that one never got made.
We could have had our Ace Attorney episode.
Objection!
It would have been an Ace Attorney episode. I just didn't really have anything. Anyway.
Briefcase.
I throw my briefcase. Okay, where are we? Having a great day. Okay. It has been some time since Fae Day. And honestly, you expected your schmoozing to have more of a financial impact. Mm-hmm. Or rather, a positive financial impact. But instead, it seems to have had the opposite. But that doesn't really track either, because the first few nights, sales went up. You've got stunning new talent that you've brought in. Sales went up, and then sharp decline over the last 2 weeks. What does a show at the Kissed Coin look like when it is being performed to a mostly empty house?
Oh.
Pretty fucking sad, Kiki. I mean, you still have to go out, but there's nothing worse than, like, one sleeping patron you're shaking your ass for, and they can't be bothered. I am calm.
I mean, Vianti still puts on a show, even for room 1, but...
It's a room of 2. You can see Gildemir, the day manager, is in the back. And there is a single raccoon who's watching with rapt attention.
Well, we still got him.
Yeah. Our 2 best customers.
Now, to my recollection, the raccoon actually doesn't speak common, right?
Correct.
It is able to write scathing reviews.
Well, it does people things with its little hands, and that includes write scathing reviews, except of the Kissed Coin, its favorite attraction in Waterdeep.
Well, and I encourage anyone who's booked on the stage to, at least run a practice, act like the place is full, and I will go out to the raccoon and in the international language just be like,
It will look at you, and it will shake its head and walk up to you and kind of pat your hand reassuringly, like, there, it's okay.
thank you. No, you've been with us through our most trying time, which is right now.
Apparently.
God, there's no dampening Vianti spirits, at least. What? Is there anything new in town?
Yeah, can you give me a business acumen check, which is a skill I have made up?
Do I have it?
Yes, it is your wisdom plus cleric level as a cleric of Joaquin.
Oh, okay, so I'm not making this check.
I like that. All right. So that should be a +8. You said charisma or wisdom?
Wisdom, please.
Wisdom. Okay, sorry, that's +7. It's a 1. I don't roll ones.
You are a halfling.
Universe is very charmed by. It's a 19. That's a 26.
Nice. Okay. So
I keep my eye on the trades.
Yeah.
The Hollywood Reporter, the Waterdeep Reporter.
Joaquin Weekly. So yeah, scrolling back through flipping back through the Water
That's
Davian.
a literal scroll.
There you go. Scrolling back through the Water Davian Reporter. You do remember there was a business that opened up nearby about 2 weeks ago called the Dent Museum and Cabaret of Oddities. And maybe that's causing some kind of weird, like, brand confusion because you're both cabarets, but that one, it advertised itself as a place for, like, weirdos and goths. Rose probably likes it.
Is it also in the D ward?
It is also in the D ward. It's only about a block away, actually.
They're blowing up our spot.
For real.
There's only
our
one.
D-word.
There's only one cabaret in the D word.
Yeah.
Ours.
Cleverly a cabaret, opening night. We are trending downward.
Maybe Rose has been to it already. It seems like her kind of place.
Rose!
Rose will...
Is she around?
Yeah, Rose will come out from her... where she was clearly reading some scroll from her current paramour on... at her little hostess podium.
Yes.
Scrolls it up, sticks it...
Sorry, for the record and the stream.
Oh, yes. Okay.
She's dumped Caden and was dating Braden, but now...
So she dumped Caden at the behest of Dancelap and Vianti. She moved on to Braden, who was basically a surfer dude. No brains.
But was gainfully employed.
Yes. No brains, but was gainfully employed and had abs for days. He lasted a while. But he has since been dumped, and Rose is now dating Hayden, who is a young human girl, pale skin, terribly dirty blonde dreadlocks, nose piercing, won't ride a horse because of the methane emissions. Has a poetry degree or women's studies or something.
Mm-hmm. That's not a major. It's a minor at best.
And but Rose comes stomping in her goth platforms over to you and says, "Yes, Dancelap?"
Dent Museum and Cabaret of Oddities. Have you and Hayden been there, or?
It was our first date. So it's
Great memories.
It's kind of special to me.
Absolutely. Your Italian restaurant. What's the cabaret part?
I don't know. There's not really a show. Maybe it's a misprint. Maybe they meant to write cabinet. Like a cabinet of oddities. That's a thing.
Okay. Well, I know one of several brothers who is a sign maker who can probably get that sorted. Was it crowded?
Well, the first day it was, and then I guess people didn't like it. It's a lot of unusual stuff. Skeletons, embalmed organs, like a hairball that they pulled out of a dwarf's stomach, like medical oddities kind of thing.
Yeah, it's the Mumble Museum. Local joke. Everyone got it. Fantastic.
Muter Museum. Yes. That's not what this is based on at all. Don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it. Come to Philadelphia. All right.
It's terrible. Don't go. To the Muter Museum. The city's fine.
I am going to get my jacket, and we're leaving immediately to go look at this place. I go upstairs, and an hour and a half later, I come down.
Kiki's grinded on the pole while the raccoon is just... Yes.
Keep it up.
This is true art.
Vianti was having a snack because he knew she was going to be a while.
Yuan-ti also gets ready and pulls his robe slightly up higher on the shoulders.
So an hour and a half later, Dancelap comes back down.
Smoky eye on point. Thank you. All right.
You all ready to go?
I mean, an artist is never finished, but yes, I'm as ready to go as I'm going to be. Let's go. Rose, which direction, Rose?
She'll point you in the proper direction and say it's only about a block away.
Feels like forever.
For your little halfling legs? Yeah.
Oh, yeah, no, it's...
In these heels?
In the dock ward where it's all cobblestoney and wet.
No, it's...
You don't want a wet D ward.
Look at you, Eddie. Down here in the muck with the rest of us. Attaboy. All right, yeah. Try not to turn an ankle on my way down the street.
My ankle. My other ankle. Okay, yeah, so walking down the street, yeah, and as you get closer and closer to the D ward, it's more and more like an abandoned amusement park kind of Scooby-Doo vibe. Like, people seem to be avoiding it. There's fog now, and you're like, I mean, it's spring. I guess there's fog, kind of at night. It's like San Francisco. But
is it night?
It is night. Well, yeah, if performance was
okay. Yeah, I guess that's
ongoing.
True.
But
yeah, if Kiki's on a pole, then it's after dark.
So approaching, it's a very plain looking little storefront, a rundown old saloon kind of looking thing. Jesus Christ. Drop my microphone, everything's fine.
Okay, don't take Joaquin's name in vain, but continue.
And yeah, there's just a plain little sign that in hand-painted red letters says the Dent Museum and Cabaret, and that seems to be underlined even, of Oddities.
Well, what's a cabaret about it?
Yeah, I would like to know. All right, well, is there a door?
Yeah, mm-hmm.
Can we just...
Yeah, right. It creaks open, and looking around, you see a kind of gothically appointed little foyer. It's like the entrance to like the Tower of Terror in Disney World. Like, it's got velvet curtains and kind of flickering candles.
Okay, well, good branding. All right, good branding is good branding.
And stepping out from behind one of the curtains is a very cheerful-looking gnome.
Ooh.
Who says, "Hello, and welcome to the Dent Museum and Cabaret of Oddities. My name is Gretchen. How may I help you? May I assist you on your tour?"
tour of what, Gretchen?
The Museum and Cabaret of Oddities.
Uh,
I am the docent.
The what?
Docent.
That doesn't answer my question.
It means tour guide.
Why don't you just say tour guide?
a docent sounds.
There's a word for it. It's docent.
That doesn't make sense.
My sweet Vianti, he's fine, but he's simple. Okay. Gretchen, I'm gonna need to talk to your let's take the tour. What's the tour cost?
She says 5 silver.
Yikes. Okay, I respect a grift. So 1 gold for the both of us. Is that, am I
Yes.
doing the math right? Yeah, okay, here we go. A little steep.
I assure you, it is quite worth it.
You take your top off, Gretchen?
Pardon me?
You're welcome.
She says, Mr. Dent is a true artist, and the collection he has assembled is quite magnificent.
Yeah, can't wait.
So, she whisks a curtain and starts walking through a hallway. And you can see it looks like it's sort of under construction still. Like there's a bunch of empty slots of museum, like where they would put museum exhibits. Mm-hmm. But at the very end of the hallway is a rather large humanoid-looking skeleton, and kind of in a banner over it, it says the world's smallest giant. It's like 7 feet tall.
Dancelap, is that just a really tall person skeleton?
Is it just like a baby ogre? Like, what are we looking at here?
It's a skeleton, so it's a little hard to say, but yeah, it's either a really tall person or a baby ogre.
I guess this is under construction, but we're still...
She says the museum receives new exhibits all the time. We are still expanding evermore.
Uh-huh.
I mean, you've got a lot of room to expand. This room is pretty empty.
Well, this is just the entranceway. I assure you, there are many more interesting exhibits. As you can see, this is the world's smallest giant, found in the Sword Mountains. And Mr. Dent himself encountered a tribe of small pygmy giants. They attempted to hunt and eat him, but he outsmarted them, and indeed got the better of one of them.
But how can you tell that it's a giant? It
Well,
just kind of looks like a really
pygmy
tall
giant.
person.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Yes. Look at how big it is. It's obviously not a human. Have you ever seen a human 7 feet tall?
Yeah.
I believe him. Yeah.
Well, believe
occasionally
half of what you hear and none of what you see, or whatever they say.
Yeah. You don't even have to dig that far in Green Hilly, and you can find a hill giant skeleton probably. And even that, I think, would be bigger than this.
Well, of course, it's the world's smallest giant. Everyone knows about big giants.
Gretchen, I'm not going to get mad at you for doing your job. Okay, let's what's do the next one.
Okay, I understand. She continues down the hallway, and as she does, there's various stuffed animals, rust monsters, the head of an onk egg, a really gross giant ball of hair that they claim they took out of a dwarf's stomach.
Mm-hmm.
That's right.
A couple things that look kind of like tumors, like just kind of gross masses. A big thing of rubber bands. It just seems to be a giant rubber band ball. That's really nothing weird about it.
Okay.
It's just somebody got bored.
And then she says, and the newest part of our exhibit, organs and bones of all of Waterdeep. And yeah, she walks you through this illuminated hallway that has on pillars a heart in a floating jar that says, Heart of a Waterdevian Noble. Human. Donated 1493. Skull of a Sailor from Kalimshan. In port. Human. Donated 1493. Brain of a Waterdevian Lady. Human. Dated 1493. Kidney of a street urchin. Dwarf. Donated 1493. Acid glands of a dragonborn. Donated 1493. And sort of you just more stuff like that.
I have 2 questions.
Sure.
What year is it, and is donated in quotes?
Donated is not in quotes, but it is the year 1493.
I feel like it should be in quotes.
Yeah, I feel this is more evidence of it. Hopefully, several crimes.
But at the very least, 2 humans, a dwarf, and a dragonborn.
And if this is one crime, though, I mean, I've got more worries than that. Gretchen.
Yes.
Is this... Where did... Have... Is this wing named after... Like, who's your donor?
Oh, Mr. Dent has many contacts. They were all donated for science.
Is that what we're doing?
Of course, he is a great man, an excellent academic, and doing this for the betterment of science.
And like the noble lady's brain here, ding ding ding.
Yes.
We're studying the effects of too tight corsets on a lady's brain. Like, what? I don't see any scientific
She
results
says,
or inquiry here.
She says, it is remarkable how similar we all are on the inside, is it not? People may have their differences, Dragonborn, Yuan-ti, Aarakocra, but on the inside, we all kind of look like that. Beautiful.
Oh yeah, these. I have acid sacs just like this.
Detecting a little sarcasm.
No, I don't like that she said Yuan-ti. Is there any Yuan-ti parts?
There are not, nor halflings.
That don't belong to my man?
Did she kind of look at me weird?
A little bit.
Uh-huh. Why don't we, yeah, let's go. Is there another? Are we close to the cabaret?
She says, oh, that is coming up next. It's just the most fascinating part.
Gretchen, if you had said to die for, we would have rolled initiative. So let's go. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, and she walks through a curtain.
Okay. There's not any, like, blood drops leading up to or away from any of these, like, stands, right?
No, it's not quite that obvious.
Good. Okay.
I am getting a little spooked though.
Yeah.
Especially the way she was looking at me.
I've
been
didn't
looked
like
at
that.
a lot of ways, and that made me feel uncomfortable.
That was a new one, yeah. All right. After you, Gretchen. Kind of hustle buns to keep up.
Yeah, and you guys enter a room, and she says, the Cabaret is but one stop away. But this is our miscellaneous collection. It will be added into other parts of the museum as wings are expanded. And she points to a leather doctor's case that has like a stake and a bunch of silver holy symbols and some vials of holy water. And it says Rudolph van Richten's monster hunting equipment. There's a little piece of paper that is like in a giant glass case that just says a fragment of the Book of Vile Darkness. And then the last thing in this room is a very plain looking white mask.
Any label on that mask?
The mask says Mask of the Cultist of the Violet Flame. Or Mask of the Cult of the Violet Flame.
Yeah, that matches the description we've heard not too unrecently, right?
Yes.
Pensy, was that our contact?
That was your contact at the Temple of Sabras.
The Temple of Sabras, yes. Who had said she had encountered someone like that.
Yes.
Do any of these have donated 1493 or anything like that?
No, it'll be like obtained from private collector. The Van Richten one says like 1489. The fragment of the Book of Vile Darkness is 1452. And then the mask claims it was obtained from a private collector in 1480. Yeah. So about 13 years ago.
This is me glaring at you, Andrew. Okay.
What did I do?
I don't understand why I'm being punished for my actions. Hey, Gretchen, what's your hunk on this piece here? Like, what's
Well, the Book of Vile Darkness is
no,
literature.
over here, hon.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Over here. Yeah, no.
Most people are interested in that one. Oh yes.
Sounds vile.
It's written on skin by Vecna or something. She says, yes, a most interesting piece. Not much is known about the attached cult. Under certain circumstances, when the stars and moon are in certain positions, the mask does indeed glow purple.
Mm-hmm. Kind of quick, not quite insight check, but that would be the relevant thing on. Vianti, are you having any kind of reaction to this, or is this same old, or?
I mean, unless Andy wants to tell me otherwise, I think Vianti would be kind of keeping his distance from it, but keeping his eyes on it.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not compelling you or burning you or anything like that.
Okay.
And fill in the gap for me, or forgive me if I'm wrong. Mm-hmm. This iconography isn't familiar to Vianti, right? Like, you have
Correct.
Not seen this kind of vestige necessarily.
Correct.
We've only very recently learned about anything about a cult of Violet Flame and everything.
Right. The only sort of
direct connection is the Violent Flames.
Yes, is the
town. Yep. Okay.
and stuff about her master, or his master, but this doesn't connect necessarily.
Okay.
I mean, the naming does, but it rings no bells for Vianti.
Yeah, otherwise it would just be any other mask.
Okay. Oh, shit. Not to complicate this more than it needs to be one way or the other, but can Vianti even read what the sign says.
Vianti can read. He
Yeah.
just can't do math.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, you were a courtesan. Certainly, you
Yeah.
have to. Okay. Okay. Good.
I can comprehend a lot of languages.
Mhm.
I think.
Oh, that's right. Oh, right. Sorry.
Just math. Math, no good.
Yeah. Didn't let.
Yeah, and the concept
count
of
as a-
money is foreign to him.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it. Shit, that's why we got to unionize. Unionize sex workers. Okay, so I put a sticker.
Oh, come
No.
on.
Okay, great. And this is part of Mr. Dent's collection now.
Yes.
Yeah. Is
Well-
Mr. Dent on the tour at all? Do we encounter him? Is he?
At the very end of the tour, you will meet him. Yes, great man.
Great. Cool. Yeah. It right through here.
yeah,
Skin book.
Skin book, vampire killing shit, and
Sure.
creepy mask. But yeah, she says that he performs nightly at the Cabaret.
Performs.
Yes,
What
It's-
kind of performance does he do?
lectures, demonstrations.
It's a terrible stage show.
Yeah. Quick question. Do you happen to know when is the next upcoming mask glowing?
She says that if there is a pattern to it, she is unaware of it. That doesn't mean
But
there isn't one, just that she does not know it.
Okay.
Bless you, Vianti. When's the next mask glowing? I didn't
I didn't know what else to call it.
No, that's my favorite part. Okay. Yeah, well, I'm done with this room. Some devalued silver skin book, and this trash mask that probably doesn't mean anything. So let's there's no price tag listed, I noticed.
She says, no, the items are not for sale. Well, unless the price is right, or perhaps a trade.
Sure. Like a ghost box that talks to a dwarf with a smoking voice. We can well, I'll talk to Mr. I'll take it up with Mr. Dent himself. Thank you very much, Gretchen.
Of course.
Why don't you docent yourself? Let's go to the next stop or whatever.
Yeah, and she once again walks through a curtain, and yeah.
Your curtain budget is great.
Thank you, she says from the other side.
I quick just make a reassuring contact with Vianti that we're all good here. We're here together. It's fine. It's
Yep.
fine.
Just in a creepy, I guess, cabaret. Still,
Yeah, that was kind of our gig, Cabaret,
Yeah.
we called it. Yeah, if you remember. Okay.
we already did the. Well, it wasn't really that creepy. It was,
No, I thought some of the singing.
was haunting, maybe.
Yes. Good branding. Haunting. Haunting is what we were. This is creepy. Whole different lane.
Hmm.
I don't care for it. You're good to continue?
Yeah, just gonna like guide me through the curtain so I can keep an eye on it as I go through the curtain backwards.
Yeah, sure. Does that mean hold my hand? Because, yeah, I can do
Yeah.
that. Okay, yeah, we can do that.
Okay, so Dancelap walks forward, and Vianti walks backwards through the curtain.
Yes.
Okay. So that means, okay, so as you walk through the curtain, Vianti, you are face to face with the door, the stone door slamming down.
Oh,
And
that doesn't scare me any less.
Dancelap, you now look down a long hallway, and you do not see Gretchen.
Dancelap, I don't think we're in a cabaret anymore.
No, like the room will start tumbling or something, or we're gonna be blindfolded and it's gonna be a bowl full of grapes. We're gonna be told it's eyeballs. It's we can see in here.
Yeah.
I cast dancing lights anyway. Never not be casting dancing lights.
It's your comfort food.
Yeah. And kind of use them to go ahead of us as I slowly advance.
Okay. Yeah, and as sorry, go ahead.
I invoke my dupe.
Okay. How long does that last?
A minute.
Minute?
Yeah, which is I'm kind of afraid that I'm blowing it, but and she walks forward about 30 feet first.
Okay, hold on a second.
Are you gonna have the dancing lights follow her?
Yes.
Okay.
Shit. I don't know if it's a good thing that Andy's looking something up or a bad thing.
Okay. The illusion walks forward.
Okay. She prefers semi-Dancelap, but okay. Words hurt. And again, full, like, 1 foot in front of the other, heel toe, stomp, fierce, pose at 30 feet.
Work.
Work with an E. No harm has befallen her.
No.
All right, she'll turn around and shrug at me. Well, shrug at her. Okay, then. Keeping hold of Vianti's hand. Are you still walking backward?
Kind of sideways, maybe.
Okay. Okay.
I still want to kind of keep
to be
an eye
awkward.
behind us.
All right. Then, walk about 30 feet behind the dupe and the dancing lights.
Okay, excellent. So as you start walking down the hallway, the voice of Gretchen, you can almost hear like through. You can see there's like a little grate, and you can hear her kind of talking through it. It doesn't sound like she's actually talking to you. It sounds like she's talking to someone else, and she says, "Yes, sir, a Yuan-ti."
Okay. You can fuck right off. Get around. Okay.
Okay, I double don't like this place now.
Yeah. How long is this hallway? Is it just seemingly endless here?
No,
or
it's
can
about
we see the next?
it's about 60 feet, and then it goes left and right.
Okay.
In which way was the grate coming from?
The grate's at like the top of the at the end of the hallway, kind of in the center at the top. Like it's an air vent or something.
Of course.
When my dupe gets to the T intersection, she just kind of mugs and looks both ways and acts scared in each direction and mugs for time.
Okay.
Until we get there.
Okay.
In case anything was going to attack, it would look like she was reacting to it, but it doesn't look like there's anything there. As we're getting like at the final like 5 feet, if nothing's happened, she's just kind of like looking at me like tiredly, like, okay, you took your time. Look left and right, I guess.
Can we see anything down either hallway?
They both go about 30 feet, end, and continue north, ostensibly.
Right, like deeper in.
Yeah.
Right.
Getting flashbacks to the pyramid.
I am absolutely getting flashbacks. That shitty tome. Well, we handled that like champions.
We
All
really
right.
did. We made it down that hallway.
That's right. Absolutely, we did. And then we gave an artifact of great evil to some... I'm not going to focus on the negative. 1493, new me. Okay.
So if good adventurers go left, does that mean we go right?
That sounds right. Let's do that.
Okay.
Very on brand, I feel. Yeah, let's do that.
Do you send the dupe?
No, yeah, the dupe goes ahead of us, right?
Okay. As soon as you step on the central square of the T cross section, can I get dex saves from both of you?
Oh, goodness. What is my dexterity? Oh, okay.
Shoot, it's too late to do anything.
Your can't roll ones doesn't apply to me, does it?
It doesn't. That's a different halfway.
Damn. Then that'll be a 3.
Okay.
I can't. No, I could have inspired you by now, but I sometimes forget I'm also a bard. Not great at this character all the time. So no. And nope, that would have been an action ahead of time. Nope, sorry. I got a 21.
Whoa. Okay.
Well, I was walking sideways, so, you know.
It is partly your own fault.
So, Dancelap tumbles. All those floor gymnastic routine classes your mom made you take are paying off. Tumbles to the right as a pit trap opens and drops Vianti into a pit of acid.
Oh, no. Mm-mm. That's no good. Get me out of here.
Yep.
Vianti, take 17 points of acid damage.
Ouch. That's like a third of my health.
Yeah. No. I can perform anywhere.
I demand an audience, Dent. Get your ass out here.
Audience. Spells. They're all.
Is this pit trap, like, deep enough that I can't, like, just climb out?
You can attempt to climb out, sure.
Oh.
How
way
far
out.
down?
He fell 15 feet.
15 feet?
Yeah.
You monster?
Do you have a 15-foot rope?
Are either of you adventurers? Do either of you carry rope?
I mean, technically, I might have some kind of
If technically you do, I won't take that away from you, but
I have an entertainer's pack. What do you fucking think's in that?
might have some ribbon.
Yeah. Okay. I can't levitate you.
Also, Dancelap, this definitely is not part of Waterdeep's building code.
No. I have several. I don't like to be a narc, but I've got
Pit of open
some
liquid?
problems.
That's a problem. 15.
That's for sure a problem. Okay.
Wait a second. Oh, that's just against poison. Dang it. I was like, wait a second.
Oh, nice. is that touch, as so many of my spells are.
It's almost like I knew that.
That's what fun we're having. We're gonna melt my best boy.
I believe Vianti has a spell to get out of this.
I have multiple spells to get at it.
Okay.
Because I have Dimension Door.
Okay.
I also have Thunderstep if I don't want to blow my
touch, by
fourth.
the way.
Huh?
The spell I'm thinking of is touch.
Ah.
And I have a whip, but I am a halfling. And I can't imagine my reach is 15 feet even with a whip.
I'm just going to Dimension Door out.
Okay.
Get complicated. I'll blow my 4th level spell slot. What am I going to use it for anyway?
Certainly not a fight. Okay, so
Yeah.
So Dancelap, you see Vianti just melt.
No.
Like he's just disappears. Vianti, where do you teleport to?
Wherever Dancelap is at, and I would like to request that I make an entrance through this door.
Okay. Acid soaked.
Yeah.
Even more of his clothing gone.
It really just melted the clothing.
Just naked as a jaybird with a tiny shawl.
I hug him, put my head on Vianti's thigh. He was so young, Vianti. Oh.
I'm right. Hi.
Yep. There you are. Yep.
You are at an inappropriate level.
Yep. I stand up and it's not better. But it's not. I mean, it's not worse. Just saying, but thank you for. I want to hug you, but okay, all right. Good. We are in trouble and danger, and I'm mad about it.
I got that by the pit of acid.
Yeah. Bless your sweetheart. Okay. We need to be more careful. I learned just now.
Walking sideways.
Yeah, let's walk front ways.
Step
Put it on
one.
the list. I am going to healing cure wounds. The touch one.
Okay.
I'm going to do the touch one.
Cure wounds, yep.
Okay. It's not very good.
I almost said light cure wounds, because that's not a thing in this edition.
Not anymore, no. So 7.
Oh.
Because I can double that as a bard spell, so I have the better busted that if I want it.
Bless you, Dancelap.
Yeah. Speak of which, I cast Bless
Okay.
on both of us.
Okay.
And which one does that do?
All right, that's D4 on all skill checks.
Okay.
Skill checks, attacks, and saves. And let's continue right now, because now there's a 15-foot pit of goop. I make a note.
Violation.
Yeah.
Violation. Shutting this place down.
I can't wait to go report this and then find out I owe like 6 months in back taxes to a guild or something. Okay.
Oh, I'm sorry. Have you been using sparkles without a guild license? Ooh.
No comment at this time.
What if they're natural sparkles? All natural, farm raised.
The kid's got sparkles. All right. I mean, yeah, continue now. We're if I've got any Like, I feel like my dupe is kind of flickering. Like, we gotta go if we're gonna keep using. So send her down to the next intersection to see if she's ravaged by beasts, but she's not gonna set off any touch-sensitive plates or anything.
Mm-hmm.
And I am not that kind of bard. All right. I don't have an ass perception. So,
Ooh,
what you got?
I have ghostly gaze.
What?
We're playing D and there's a second D here. I don't know what either of those stand for, but I feel like somehow it spells CC's made up crap. What does that do?
So Ghostly Gaze is a Warlock feature, and once per rest, I can concentrate, and I gain dark vision, and I can see through 30 feet of objects for 1 minute as an action.
That's right. Yeah.
What?
Yep.
What
Thank
book
you,
is this in?
It's Rob. Yep. I've seen this one. So yeah, look around us. Where's the bad
Hold
guy?
on. What is...
It's Ghostly Gaze. I think that's what the real name of it is.
the hell? Making up shit left and right.
This one might be straight up player's handbook.
This one I got from C Team, Chris Traub. Thank you. Bless you.
Yeah.
Warlock.
Ghostly
Warlock,
gaze.
buddy.
Assassin. Okay. Weird. And okay. So. Where? Why? What? I have to read Xanathar's Guide more clearly, apparently. Okay.
Just like put a sticky tab on each spell that you think that I'll take.
Yeah.
No, because you just, I swear you're making them up and then rewriting reality or something. Okay. So you can see, God damn it, you can see through walls?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, 30 feet of objects.
Okay. So, So, to your left, where that vent was, you can see there is Gretchen, and she seems to be helping an older-looking half-elf, like put on gloves, and he's got like a white surgical frock on, and he has like kind of long. It looks obviously dyed, like he has taken some manner to hide his age, although has not done a particularly good job of it. You can see like kind of smeared by his hairline, and he's just got a lot of wrinkles, and his eyebrows are still gray. Half-elven man, small circular round glasses, putting on gloves, and then he is looking at just a series of scalpels on like a big leather kind of mat thing. That's to your left. Down the hallway, you can see there's another pit trap that looks like it's got spikes in it. And that's what's around you for 30 feet. You can see that the room he is in does have an exit that seems to go further in to this dungeon.
Can I see like the mechanism that happens to set off the spike trap?
It's another pressure plate.
Okay, so I can see where it is and kind of avoid it, though.
Yes. Yeah, you can certainly try.
Okay. Two things for the presumed Mr. Dent.
Mm-hmm.
One,
well,
gross,
okay.
hands off
Dr. Dent.
my statesman.
Okay.
Okay. Two, Vaseline at the hairline. If you just put Vaseline at the hairline when you're dying, you won't get that forehead kind of bleed there, but yeah.
See, yeah. He needs Dancelap's
help.
Beauty tips on ScryTube or something.
Yeah, I have a tutorial channel that's not doing as well as I feel like it should be. Okay. Well, we're about to rip weave straight off. Let's I start probably too confidently down the hallway. Hopefully before Vianti stops me. Stop me, Vianti. Stop me.
Wait, hold on.
What?
Dancelap.
What? Shock ass.
And you'll turn around, and I imagine that when he does his ghostly gaze, that his eyes turn like white instead of the normal golden.
Mm-hmm.
There's a pit with spikes up ahead, like the one that I just fell into that has acid, but spikes instead this time.
Okay. Where? And for what I'm guessing is the last like 10 seconds or so of my dupe, I'll just jump up and down at like the intersection. Like there, or man, there's getting less and less I can look directly at Vianti. Yep. Where is it?
I don't know, just like point out where it is.
With your hand, right?
Yes.
Jesus Christ. And it is where your dupe is jumping up and down, yeah.
Okay. I don't think there's anything really clever I can do with my ability to cast touch spells over there, so... Okay. I stop short as she probably fades, I'm presuming, at this point.
Yeah.
She's all like, deuces, nerds. I have a decent perception. Can I try and see the is the whole thing the pressure plate? Is there any like?
Yeah. So give me. What's your passive perception now that it's been pointed out to you?
Let's see. It's just my wisdom. Oh, it's my wisdom +1. Oh, right, because I have bonus bard stuff, I think.
Right, because jack of all trades.
Yeah, so I have a perception of 4, so 14 probably, right?
Okay, yeah. So you do see that. It's the centermost part of the.
Okay, so
the
we can
square.
skirt it.
So you can try and skirt it, yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
So I'll just say hug the wall. Just
Mind the gap.
find a gap.
Scoot around it.
Yeah. I'll put my dancing lights, resummon them if I have to, kind of over the spot. They spell out "Don't touch."
Okay.
Not here.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So.
How long does ghostly gaze last?
1
That's
minute.
Yeah.
So let's try and find any other pit traps while that's still working.
Okay. Yeah. So you get past that trap and continuing to look around. Vianti.
I strategically let Vianti go first, where the view's better. Yeah.
So, looking to your left, Vianti, you can see that the Dent person, Mr. Dent, is on the move.
Creepo's on the move.
He seems super thrilled, and you can't hear him, but he seems to be talking either to himself or to Gretchen, and he's just gleeful looking, and
I like how happy he looks.
yeah, he keeps walking and scanning. You don't see any more pit traps.
Okay. Am I starting to see where like his exit might meet up with our hallway?
Yeah, so the thing you're noticing as you get further in and you continue to look, this is just some crazy maze that he has built to clearly confuse people. If the traps don't get you, you're just going to get lost and tired. So you can just start to wind 30 feet. Like every time you kind of enter a new square, you can see other parts of hallways that just don't seem to make any sense. Like, some of them are going up and above you. There's one down below you. Ramps and ladders and such. And you don't see where his would intersect with yours. It's starting to get confusing.
Ooh. So it's like I can see too much of the Matrix.
Yeah.
Are we in a TARDIS situation yet? Like, are we... Does the dimension inside this place make sense as compared to the storefront we entered?
Yes and no. You think that perhaps you've entered a basement at some point.
Okay.
Even if subtly, like just kind of
gradually pitched downward.
Okay. So certainly this could be under the city, but it's definitely not in a building.
Okay, I'm annoyed.
Breaking all kinds of rules. Stealing your name.
Yeah.
Causing brand confusion.
Yeah.
That would have been another good name for the episode.
All right. I have a number of non-concentration spells, somewhat famously, but bless only lasts a minute too. So let's try and get out of here the best we can within whatever minute we can use. Plus D4 for it. Okay. You can't see the Cabaret from here, right? Like, you don't see an endpoint?
I think the Cabaret was a lie. Unless we're the performers.
Weird. I run performance.
So as your minute is winding down for both Bless and Ghostly Gaze, you can see Mr. Dent enters what appears to be an operating theater.
Ooh. Don't like that. He's in a theater, but not the kind that you want to end up in.
Yeah, unless it's my own. All right, try and direct us there. And like, can we get like a perception or a survival check? Is it clear by being able to see through walls? I know you said it's already it's deliberately confusing.
Yeah, but if Vianti gives me a survival check, we'll see if he can decipher it.
Okay.
Okay.
Plus D4.
Okay. Let's see how this do. I have a +2 to that. Okay. Ooh, that's let's see. 17.
Okay. Okay, let me see. Okay.
I don't like he's making.
Yeah, no, the whole thing.
Yeah, sorry.
Good.
I had to check something. So, you see that up ahead there is a false panel that seems like it might have been another trap, and it seems like it's a chute that eventually leads into the operating theater, but it's not really like a downward chute. It kind of falls down and then sideways, and it looks weird, but it's like zigzaggy, but it does eventually go there.
Okay, there's like a weird chute up ahead that kind of gets us there, but it kind of gets all wibbly wobbly.
Okay. I guess we can deliberately.
It's kind of set up to be a trap, so I don't.
Okay. Well, I don't know that I see another way out, and I'm mad about it. On 3, you wanna... Damn, everything's a minute. Yeah, on 3, let's go ahead and deliberately set it off. And go put an end to this brand confusion.
All right.
Okay, you look great, by the way.
Thanks. It's nice and breezy, it feels like.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Number one thing in here. Breeziness.
Okay. So you purposefully set off this trap.
Yeah.
So when you do, a panel pushes down and you fall down a chute and you hit the bottom, where immediately a glyph is triggered and it seems like it casts reverse gravity on you and pushes you up the chute, where another glyph triggers and casts reverse gravity, pushing you through the other chute.
I see.
So it ping-pongs you, and then you roll out into an operating theater where aforementioned half-elf is standing, giant leather gloves, picking out his scalpel, looks at you and says, "Oh, I am dreadfully excited for this. It's so wonderful."
Listen, I'm pretty sure you have to pay to tumble with either one of us. I don't really appreciate being pushed around.
I do try to
like that.
land on my back and all heaving bosom. And still paying more attention to Vianti. God damn it, I'm invisible when he's around. It's amazing.
He says, "Oh, humor is such an interesting defense mechanism."
Is that what I've been doing? Is that a defense mechanism?
I just... You smolder.
Honey. He will say, I can't say I have waited terribly long. This is such luck to find such excellent specimens so early into the museum's history. We will complete the collection before any predictions, and then perhaps I'll be happy. My work complete.
Yeah, we don't plan on making a donation, so...
No, I have some interest in the mask. Yeah, more questions than answers, actually. Why a cabaret?
Is it, well, operating theater doesn't really have the same... it's an elven word. Je ne sais quoi.
Yeah, I don't...
You could have just said theater.
Yeah, I don't speak foreign, and... No. And the Yuan-ti's mine. All of him. So... Here's the thing. You're going to change your signage. And we're going to go. I will have you know that calling yourself a cabaret puts you under the jurisdiction of the choristers and woodwinds section of the Musicians Guild. I'm bluffing. And I have a number. I don't think it's an effective blunt, but like I'm doing it. And I know Doth Crowmore very personally. Finds me rather fetching, if I must be honest. And so, also, pit traps and vats of acid. I don't think you're coded for that. Or elaborate basement mazes.
He will say, actually, the defining feature of a cabaret is that they serve meals. So, more accurately, you would be under the the Restaurateurs Guild.
Go fuck your whole self, Andy. I stammer in bureaucrat because shit. I think that's I start looking through pamphlets. Like, fuck.
Well, either way, that doesn't. The building code violations. I did an inspection earlier, and you definitely.
Yeah. Stairways have to be 14 steps between landings. Get in there. Hold on.
No acid traps.
Yeah, there has to be a no acid traps thing, right? Where you serve food. You had to bring your own booze if there's an acid trap. I can't.
He says, as long as it is properly covered 90% of the time, acid traps are perfectly legal.
I love everything you do. And here we find ourselves. Shit, I think that's right. Yeah, that's Watertavian code.
Yeah, but what if they become uncovered?
Yeah, answer that, smart guy.
As long as no food is prepared within 100 feet of...
No, boy, that's 18.6.1.2.
What about spike traps?
Spike traps were allowed in the Kobold Resolution of 1492.
Is that what that footnote goes to? The jig is up, Dent.
Throw the book at him, literally.
I literally throw the book at him. I have a dex score. I have a non-undecent chance.
I love Dungeons and Dragons.
Is that what we're playing?
That's technically what we're playing.
Yeah, no, it checks out. I hurl a hopefully not insubstantial tome of codes.
Yeah, what'd you get on your roll? Oh, I thought you rolled, sorry.
No, it's waiting for permissions. Straight up adding my roll, which is a 12 plus my dexterity, which is a +3. It's a 15 on the die.
Okay, yeah. So, yeah,
sure,
you hit him.
Yeah, okay, cool. Suck it, nerd.
1d4.
Yeah, just ready for that. It's a 3 on the dice. If my dex mod gets involved, it's again a 3. If it's my strength, don't ask.
Oh, wait, dex is +3?
It's +3, yeah.
Wow, okay. Yeah, so, suck it, nerd! And yeah, kind of, the corner hits him on the top of the head, and his hair dye smears.
Ha!
And he says... he just looks at you, and he says... I hate doing it this way. You might damage something. Oh, roll initiative.
Oh no.
I really thought the book would work, apparently.
Okay. I just lost the cab. Vianti.
8.
Dancelap.
12.
Okay. Dancelap, you do get to go first.
Ah, shit. Well, let's see how you deal with my backup dancers. I will cast backup dancers, and I will cast a spiritual whip at the 4th level.
Okay.
And I will attack with a spirit whip.
Okay.
At the 4th level. I believe my stats are based on my bard skill set, presuming that's so I only have a +6, but I still rolled an 18 on the dice, so that's pretty good. 24 to hit.
That's a hit.
Okay, that's 2d8 because I cast it at the 4th level. Oh boy, a 2 and a 1. Go fuck yourself. Shoot, sorry. I do or don't add. Yes, I do add my wisdom, so that's +3, so 3 + 3, it's 6. I did as much damage with a fucking book.
Okay.
But I spirit whip him, and that's pretty much it. I will move. I won't move away from Vianti, actually.
Okay.
I will get up since I did flavor-wise. Fall damsel-wise. I may as well get my ass up and take this fight seriously.
Okay. At the end of your turn, Dancelap, he will use a legendary action.
Fuck.
What?
Dent? Who are you?
He gets 1.
Yeah, okay.
Okay.
To cast Mirror Image.
Okay.
So, how many of them up here? 3?
3, yeah.
So 3 illusory duplicates of, what did I say his name was? Delias, Delcipher, Dent appear. Okay.
Delias, Delcipher?
Delcipher.
Delcipher. I don't know that it's better, but okay.
And then he will go. He will attempt to attack you, Dancelap. So what does he have to do?
Actually, the first thing he should probably do is make a wisdom saving throw.
Well, that's not very good. He rolled a 3.
Well, no, that's sure not going to do it. The spell is not actually listed under backup dancers. Real missed opportunities, D&D. Come on, Watsy, what game are you even playing? we're clearly playing D&D. Spirit Guardians. Boy, there's a lot of best spells. Here we go. Because it's what, 3d8, right?
I believe so.
It is 3d8 radiant damage. Ooh, 8 and a 2 to start. So that's 10 and another 2, 12.
Okay.
He takes 12 radiant damage and his movement is halved, which I don't think he cares about.
Okay, now, so he will.
So then you were asking me a question.
Oh, sorry. For some reason, I forgot backup dances with Spirit Guardians. I thought it was Mirror Image.
That's my other backup dancer.
Right. Which I also should know because he cast it. I have it opened. Okay.
Yeah.
Let's see. So instead, he
he can aim right for me.
Yeah,
That's
he will
true.
take out his scalpel. Ooh, that's a miss. 19 to hit. No. Your weird bard cleric has more than 19.
Oh, no, now I see what I did wrong.
Okay.
Yeah. I didn't have a 19 armor class is what I did wrong.
Okay. So take 1 piercing damage and then make a constitution saving throw.
Ew.
Ooh.
I hate this already. Hold on, let me make sure I did my thing. Constitution. Oh, come on. I always dump into Constitution, and I didn't. Okay. Ooh, 19 on the dice. 19.
Ooh.
Okay, excellent. So you take 10 poison damage.
Okay. But I'm not myself poisoned or...
Right, just poison damage.
Okay. Ugh.
I can't take poison damage. Yes.
Yeah, come over here and get stabbed, bud. I mean, you look great.
Oh, thank you.
And Vianti, it is your turn.
And so he closed the distance to do that?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay,
Even
so
with
he's
half
right up.
speed?
I'm sorry?
Even with half speed?
Even with half speed.
Yeah, okay, that's fine. It's not a very big room. All right.
Now, does he have... I guess he doesn't have cunning actions. Okay.
No, I don't feel so good.
Golly. Let's see. Dancelap, you have a really high wisdom score, don't you?
Always a good thing to ask.
It's not my highest, but it's okay.
Always a good thing to ask another player.
All Warlock shit, like, hits everybody else except for cantrips.
Oh, sure. Go for it.
Okay, I'm gonna cast Hypnotic Pattern.
Okay.
So I create a twisting pattern of colors that weaves through the air. And the pattern appears for a moment and vanishes. Each creature in the 30-foot cube, which I'm assuming is probably going to get all of us, who sees the pattern must take a wisdom saving or must make a wisdom saving throw.
He'll get a 14.
15.
I got a 17.
Spell DC is 15.
Okay. He will use his one legendary resistance.
God damn it.
Look away, Marion. Oh, shoot. He looked away, too. I said that out loud. Sorry, Vianti.
Well, son of a bitch. That's all I got.
Okay.
TIL, he answers to Marion.
Back up to the top, Dancelap.
Okay, and he is close on me, obvious.
Yes.
Okay. Oh, good. Bad news, bud. You activated my trap card. Most of my spells are touch range. Let's see. That's my bonus. All right, so I'm going to also mirror image.
Okay.
I'm going to move my spirit whip and try and smack his ass.
Okay, so roll a d20.
Oh, right. A natural 20. I would have rather that as my attack roll, but yeah, I have to do that first, right?
Oh, I'm sorry. I do that. So that will be your attack roll.
Nice. Okay.
Let me see if...
Yeah, forget it higher.
Roll too low.
Okay. So I'm going to roll 4d8.
Okay.
Oh, man. 5. That's good. 11, 16, plus 3, 19.
Okay.
19 force damage.
Okay.
Specifically to the buttocks.
Sure.
You betcha. And then I will run between his legs because I can occupy his space, but without leaving his space to create an attack of opportunity. I'm still adjacent to him.
Okay.
He feels like fucking with me. But I'll at least make a good show of I'm trying to get around him. And then I'll wait for him to say his turn starts.
Okay. Vianti, how far away are you from them?
Well, I would have been pretty close to Dancelap because I think that she said that she stood close to me.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. So at the start of his turn, he makes a whiz save.
Okay.
You're going away, Die. He fails.
Okay. Then an additional 3d8.
Good boy.
8 plus 4 is 12. Plus another 2 is 14. 14 radiant damage
Okay.
as my cascading chorus of curious ladies
Not chicks.
and trance be found other adjectives.
Okay. He will attack once with his scalpel again on Dancelap.
No.
14 to hit Dancelap?
God, I got too many things going. 14 will hit. I rolled a 7, so I think he hits me straight up, right? If I have 3 duplicates. Oh shit, an 8 or higher, really? No, 3 duplicates is 6 or higher.
6 or higher, yep.
Okay, he stabs the dupe.
Okay. And then he will turn on Vianti. And he will pull out a small crossbow. He has disadvantage.
No.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm trying to tug at his sleeve to... No.
12 to hit Vianti.
Oh, golly. That might actually hit. 13!
13? Okay.
Joaquin, bless you, Vianti. You need to wear something more than a loose-fitting robe at some point. Worth it, says Vianti.
Vianti.
Close your prison. Okay, so I'm assuming that he's within touch range for me.
Yes.
I would like to shocking grasp him.
Okay. Does he have to make a save, or does that...
No, I have to make a melee spell attack.
Okay.
Pardon me for taking it too literally, but I presume a shocking grasp means something else to Vianti. Just full pum.
Yeah.
Sir.
This might shock you a little. All right. Okay, so let's see. Plus seconds. Oh, okay. 17 hits, maybe?
Yes.
Sick. And spells damage.
Oh, sorry. Hold on a second. Oh, no, go ahead.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead.
Okay. So I get... Okay, so when it says that it increases by 2d8, does that mean that I get 3d8 then? Or 2?
You're level 10, it should only be 2d8, right?
Yeah. It should only be 2d8.
At
Okay.
8, it will become 2d8.
Okay.
It should be increases to, not increases by.
Yeah, it says increases by, so that's why I was confused. Okay.
And I will double check, but...
So that'll be 11 damage. And then he can't take reactions until the start of his next turn.
Okay, you shocking grasp one of his duplicates.
Okay. So now there's only 3 total dents.
Yes. Not that this matters, because you didn't actually damage him, but let me see. Yeah, it should just be 2d8.
Okay, I just wanted to check.
Yep, of course. Okay. It is... Oh, he technically gets a legendary action, but his legendary actions allow him to cast a spell, and he doesn't really... Oh, I guess Mirror Image isn't concentration.
Maybe it is. You don't know.
I mean,
there's no way of knowing.
I was
Sounds like a spell that would get it.
literally just looking at it. Let's see.
No,
Yeah.
I think it requires
You
concentration.
can do anything.
That's what he will do. He will use a bonus action. All right, he will use his legendary action to wave his hand over his scalpel and make it a long, thin, flickering blade of shadow.
No, thank you.
Fuck you, dude.
And he will use it to attack at Dancelap.
No.
He can do that in one action?
Well, oh, no, I'm sorry. It's your turn. My bad.
Nice. Yes, my scolding tone worked.
That will be his turn, but yes, you get to go before him.
Yes.
So quickly run out of his range.
I mean, you certainly can.
Yeah. Let's see. All right. All right, I'm not currently concentrating on anything, right? Because presumably Bless is worn off.
Yep, yeah, and all your weird non-concentration spells.
Okay. All right, so mirror image, backup dancers. No, I have backup dancers, so I think that's concentrating on a spell.
Oh, yes. Yeah, you're
I don't have my little C next to it, which is a mistake on my part, probably. So,
hold on, I have that. Yes, it is
Spirit Weapon isn't, but yes, okay.
Spirit
So,
Guardians is.
Spirit Guardians is. All right, so I'm not going to do another one of that. All right, I can take a hit. Because, yeah, if I cast that, you're the only optional target, so that doesn't feel good. All right. Let me... Let's have him make a wisdom save.
Okay, it's not terribly good at that.
After he does his whole shadow scalpel nonsense, I'll say, boy, when I heard you were a grower, I thought it meant something different, and I will viciously mock him.
Okay.
A 4 and a 3. That ain't bad. That's a 7. Then I will try to spirit weapon him from behind.
Okay.
This dude ain't sitting for a week. 15 on the dice, plus 6, because that's only a cleric spell, so 21 to hit.
That's a hit.
2d8. That's 12.
Okay.
And again, just to flavor it a little bit, I will confuse and befound him by staying with and around his space, though.
Okay.
But I will try. If he attacks me, he has to turn his back on Vianti and vice versa.
Okay.
I will try and set that up.
He failed his concentration check, so Shadow Blade fades.
Ha!
Yes.
Suck it, nerd.
And he is disadvantaged because of Vicious Mockery, is that right?
Yes, I believe so. Also, he has to make a wisdom save just to start the turn.
Fail.
Okay, cool.
What garbage dice rolls tonight? Okay.
6 and a 1 is 7, and another 7 is 14.
That will kill Delias Delcipher Dent.
Woo.
God, don't tell us, but we might actually be good at this thing someday. Let's TV. Yeah. These first. That's why. Well, he's dead. I don't know. I don't need to finish up the. But it would be disadvantage. Yes.
Not unless Gretchen's attacking.
No. She has no levels in anything. Okay. So, it's about 9:30, so let's wrap this up.
Yep.
So, you
I will rush in and hug Vianti, and then move my face slightly to the side for modesty.
But only after a moment.
Just a moment.
But yeah, so what would you like to do?
Get the hell out of here.
Yeah, like burn this whole place down, but I think that's probably getting me on the wrong side of people I may or may not owe membership dues to. So yeah, we're done here.
Right.
And Dent's, what's his name? Is there an easier way out of here?
Yes. So leaving the operating theater, there is a more obvious exit that takes you back through the museum.
Okay.
Is
two
Gretchen
things.
still around?
Gretchen seems to be gone.
Ah, shoot.
She booked it.
'Cause I was going to say two things. We're taking that mask.
Okay.
So we may as well take the skin book and the vampire hunter's kit too. Some collector might want them.
We could probably sell them at the
Sell
auction.
them to a Manchin.
Some to at least one of several Manchins. And I was going to offer Gretchen a job, but
Really?
Yeah. Listen, she kept up under pressure. I
She was
appreciated
all
that.
into it though.
Yeah, I'm kind of okay with her not.
That you can't buy that kind of loyalty, is what I mean. Like you
Okay.
No, but listen, okay, she's gone. So cool. Have fun in the unemployment line, Gretchen. So yeah, we're taking the collectibles there.
Were there any like notes or anything in the creepy?
Oh yeah.
room?
If you want to, yeah. There are a bunch of notes about the inner workings of their anatomy. Notes, essentially.
Like that had with no intellectual curiosity at all. Dancelap is halfway to the door. Vianti's like, did you want to know what was going on here? Like, nope, competition crushed. That's what I care about. Oh, right. Yeah.
I mostly want to know what bits he was going to take from me.
Sure.
Or, like, why?
So
I would like to check his accounting books. Like, how is this guy turning a fucking profit?
he is independently wealthy.
Okay.
And most of that independently wealthy seems to be from life insurance scams.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Those were the donations.
Do you have a Rolodex full of contacts for these collectors?
He seems to have bought them at auction. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. But jeez.
But yeah,
Outfit a Medusa every fucking time.
Yeah. Oh, and her commission is not cheap. But as for what he would have taken from Vianti, it seems like while he is taking notes and he would preserve all of your organs, he just would not have displayed all of them. That's on that's on rotation.
They come as a full set or nothing at all.
Yeah, why would you break up the collection?
Yeah.
Agreed. I'm cool with it.
Any other questions or things you would like to do before heading back to the cabaret with your reputation restored?
Is it? We did it. We solved your whatever this was mystery.
Yes, it will take some time to bounce back, but yeah, people were essentially like confused as to which cabaret was the creepy one. And also, there were a bunch of unsolved murders in the area, so people were just not showing up anymore.
Well, I'll try and buy some goodwill by turning over what I properly referenced as the Hall of Evidence.
Can we like print new flyers that say like the Kiss Coin, not the creepy,
not the murder cafe, or whatever it was?
Yeah. And presumably having the local constabulary on our side, I will solve several of their unsolved mysteries.
Oh, that's where that Dragonborn went.
Yeah. A green one, I'm presuming.
Yeah. Or was it green or black? Was it acid or poison?
Oh, you did say acid. Yes. Mm-hmm. So yes, black one, I presume. And yeah, well, I will take his accounting books. Just
Okay, yeah.
I have a minor in accounting, which I've now learned is my wisdom plus my cleric level spell is my business acumen score.
It's good light reading for Dancelap.
Yeah, and since it's gonna take a minute, I'll let the next 2 days are like volunteer only. If you want to come in and just practice your routine, we're gonna.
Okay.
There's some yellow guards tape across the other place.
Is it one of those things where if you don't show up, though, the media will blast you for it?
I mean, that's what I just, I said what I said.
Shows lack of work ethic.
Lacks heart. You leg it out to first base every time. Jimmy Rollins. This town sucks.
This town's the worst. Fucking greatest Philly of all time. One time to
only the
leg it out
best
to
shortstop
first.
we've ever seen. But a white guy plays injured once, and all of a sudden he's the heart of the team. Okay, so wrap it up.
Anyway, anything else before we wrap it up and do some outros and plugs?
Not that I can think of as far as hanging in game.
Okay.
Oh, sorry, I did like this mental image. Put my robe on Vianti to get us home for the block, but it's a halfling robe, so it's literally like doing nothing. Just nothing.
Yeah, it's
Doesn't even make it the full way around.
No, just covers his shoulders. Because that's funnier.
It's really kind of a cape.
Yeah.
Like a very small
a
cape.
capelet. Yeah.
Yeah. It's a real Captain Marvel Jr. situation.
Awesome. I just thought I'll ask you off soon.
Walking
outros-
D word through the D word, you know what I mean?
God. Outros and plugs. Marty.
Oh, me first. Yeah, I don't really have much, although I was casually shamed because I was listening to a podcast earlier that was highlighting crimes done against furries, and it occurred to me that I also have this kind of prejudicial blind spot that I look down. I can stop doing the Dancelap voice. That I kind of naturally kind of found a way to punch down on a group of people that I have nothing against, and I hope they find their bliss. So just don't punch down against people you have nothing against. It's lazy. It's largely humorless, and there actually is a victim at the end of it. So just, if it's not your business and it's not for you, it's not your business and it's not for you. So fuck off. Stop it. Also, Happy New Year.
Cece.
Hi, I'm Cece, aka Soup, aka Soupsuka, on Twitter and Instagram. I do artwork. I do art overlays. I do emotes for us that you can use in chat, and also Annie's been using them for telling you when and where you can find us on the interwebs. So yeah, they're not just on our Discord server anymore. You can see them in real time. I don't know. Anyway, follow me if you want to see.
I'm Andy Hatton at Andy Hatton on Twitter. At LaughIronandDragon on Instagram and Twitter. Follow that for updates on the show. Sunday is the first Task Force Unlikely episode of the year. And, well, they're still in Hades. So, join us then, Sunday, 9 a.m. And that'll be great. And then Phantom Horizons returns on Monday. Terribly excited for that. And the Star Chasers are back next Wednesday. So, as always, lots of great content. You should be here for all of your content and our content and everything. And, yeah.
And all of it.
Nailed this outro.
And Task Force Unlikely will re-air.
And then Task Force Unlikely will re-air on their normal Wednesday slot. It's just we haven't recorded one to re-air this week. So we have this instead, which was delightful and great. So
Yay!
So glad to be back. Yeah, me too.
Have a great night, everybody. Do a dab.
I'm doing...